think the 5 minutes definitely did happen, and yeah. Okay. Right. Satisfactory time. Time for the satisfactory. Okay. Right. Hello everybody. It is DeanSpillaBean back on your screen with some more satisfactory streaming. Now, I have a lot of things that I kind of would like to try and do today as best as possible. I'm on a hint of a time crunch, seeing as that, honestly, I just also kind of realized this as well. I have like 4 weeks before 1.0 comes out, and I haven't even done anything on the space elevator phase yet. So I need to get working on that probably by next week, hopefully, just so I can even like... Okay, so the plan that I have is I want to at least get to the late game parts of the game first before 1.0 comes out, so I can try out all the new stuff. I don't care much about the story, but I want to get to the late game stuff first, and then eventually if I get tired of the late game stuff and I feel like restarting, then I'll restart and figure out what the story is. But for now, I want to do late game things. So, going towards late game things, I need to get the space elevator done. In order to get the space elevator done, I need a couple things. Obviously, like the 4 parts at the very top. I was about to say the most difficult one would be one or such, but honestly they're all going to be kind of annoying to do. So I'm just going to have to start speedrunning through a lot of this. Today, I want to make crystal oscillators and get that automated to an extensive amount, because I'm going to be using that for a lot of things later on. Most importantly, computers. There is an alternate recipe that allows me to use crystal oscillators. That's one idea that I had, but honestly I could probably also use this other manufacturing blueprint, but it does require a lot of quick wire, of which I'm not sure how much I will eventually get. If I do use the crystal oscillators though, it will allow me to use the least amount of circuit boards, which in my case I feel like I'd rather not use as much plastic as possible, because oil is just really difficult to come by. So, I want to get a bunch of those oscillators anyway for a bunch of other builds that are going to be requiring it. Main limiting factor right now is cables and reinforced iron plates. Luckily, in the reinforced iron plate section, there is an assembler recipe that allows me to turn iron plates and rubber into plates, which actually isn't too bad in terms of a conversion rate. The problem is that I'm going to need a lot of machines for that. Luckily, I have a lot of rotors for assemblers, so that's not too big of a deal. Iron plates also have kind of a solution in the form of iron ingots and plastic into a bunch of iron plates, so I can at least get the iron plates required for the procedure. Problem is actually getting the plastic and rubber for all of that to work. Well, luckily, there is a recipe to turn polymer resin into plastic, as long as I have enough water. There is also a recipe that I got. I did a little bit of off-camera hard drive farming, just so we don't have to worry about that on stream. But basically, there is a recipe to turn oil directly into resin, which can then be directly turned into rubber and plastic, as long as I get enough water. Now, where I'm planning on doing this is over in the desert region, just because it has like a lot of resources that are really easy and accessible to get. Also, it's very wide and open. So that's what I want to get into, or at least where I want to get into the procedure. Problem is, I don't know where I can get a lot of water. There is an ocean kind of off to the side over here, which I could use, but that's also fairly far away from a lot of activities. So I could try to get in this little lake. I might get enough water for that. Oh, just some stuff. Welcome to the chat. I'm just kind of going over a bunch of my plans, which most part is trying to figure out how I can actually get water in a desert, which there's at least some water somewhere. I don't know. I might go into this like oceany area, but I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay. So I think that's kind of my plan. Oh yeah, progress on the power generation area over here has gone fairly wonderfully. I now have approximately 28,000 megawatts of power. I can definitely get more. I just do not have the motors. Literally, I use like my entire motor supply in order to get to this point. And this was just me doing off-camera stuff for like the past couple days. All of these generators need motors. All of these refineries need motors. I just need a lot of them, and I'm out, so I can't continue this anymore. Anthony Slab, welcome to the chat. What is this? This is my power generation area. I get about 28,000 megawatts of it. Yeah, it's off-camera mining syndrome. The entire setup here actually does take a while to make, and I just didn't feel like streaming that. There was the one stream where I at least did like the start of it, but this is what I did off camera. Okay. But yeah, I would like to continue on that and get like to the 50,000 megawatts I think I can capable of getting. Jeez, the amount of stuff from there. But I just need more motors, of which I have none. Or like practically not enough for it to make any difference. That, and I'm gonna need motors to get into the next project anyway. So how many do I even have? I got a full stack. Okay, that's actually wonderful. Did that peak? Oh, hold on. I've been doing some audio adjustments, and I need to make sure it doesn't peak. Oh well. I think it might be fine. Right. So, I think we're gonna get into first. Just make them dumb. I'll get into that eventually. I guess other stuff just so I can like catch up on women. I'm out of motors. Motors, no. Well, I was out of motors, but then I overclocked my motor production, which required me to overclock some other production in order to get work. Also, I found out that like some stuff that I had for steel pipes just wasn't getting enough coal where I was making it. So I had to literally go over to my coal production area and get that actually working better. Yeah, gosh. This is going to be an interesting episode, to be sure. Just one moment. Check. Ah, okay. Okay, there we go. I was trying... It works now. Yay. It was... Oh, God. Good grief. I want to be louder, but every time I get louder, it gets too loud. Oh well. Yeah. I love audio. Audio is like my favorite thing. It's like the one thing that I do almost all the time. I love audio. Okay, hypertube launcher. I need to focus on stuff. I need to hypertube my way over there. Over to the launch site. Get a compressor silly. I might just... Actually, is there... 1 second. Yo, OBS, do you have a compressor that I can use? Oh, you do. Will you solve literally all of my problems? Maybe. It might. Possibly. Hard to tell until like way later. And then I'll regret it later. I don't know. Ah. Trying to listen to myself in my recording. Hello, myself? Are you there? I am there. Yay. You know what? I'm gonna be here for like an hour if I keep looking into this. It's fine as is. It's completely fine as is. That one compressor probably fixed literally everything. Which would actually be kind of preferable. Okay. I am going over to the desert. A long way away. I'm gonna have to make a whole base of operations over there. It's gonna be very enjoyable. Go back. Oh, wait. What the? What? My chat is out of sync with the actual chat. And it's like official YouTube chat stuff. Why? Okay. Anthony, you gotta head out? That's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have so much fun. You don't understand. Right, what do I need for this? Just that one. Benefits, though, of having an excessive amount of power currently is that I will not need to go back to adjusting my power output for a good chunk of time. Just as like a brief comparison, that 28,000 megawatts that I have access to, that is like half of the power capacity of my 20 by 20 world in terms of like how much power it has access at any time. Whee! So if I already have half the capacity using nuclear reactors from my old world, and I've already like surpassed that amount, I think I should be fine. That actually is like a fairly large amount of water here. I might use that. Okay, this might just be my base of operations. I will need to get oil to this area, which there is... I did at least some like scouting around, and there is oil over here. Come on, show up. There you go. Okay, so there's a bunch of oil there. I can probably just utilize trains to either transport all of the oil, but I think I'll probably turn that into polymer resin at this site and then transfer it over to this lake. I don't think I'll need that much water, but if I do end up needing more, I have an ocean next to me, but this will be okay. Can we see the Pioneer Cursed Shadow again? Yeah, sure. There it is. Whoa. It's getting further away. What? What? Oh, it's returning. It's returning to it. Okay, that's weird. Anyways. Zoom equals Pioneer Shrink. I don't know how that works, but I guess that's how that works. So I'm gonna need to get a bunch of resources to this area. I might end up utilizing trucks just because they're a little bit easier to work with. Now, how am I going to get the fuel for that is a question. Answer, there is oil that I'm going to be using. I could try to use as little oil as possible to turn it into fuel. I am going to have like heavy oil residue as a byproduct, but I do think I will need that for other purposes, so I'm just going to have to figure something out basically. Right now, I just need a base of operations. Actually, I just had a thought. I might look into using the blueprint designer to like have a portable base. Like just all right, I don't want to build the base every time I want to do anything. I'm just gonna have a blueprint to actually build my own base every time I am here. I might do that at some point now that I think about it. Alright, just some basic stuff here. Crafting bench, equipment bench. Just so I can work on stuff and store things for later. I don't need that many pipes. Let's see. Adjustments. Good grief. Love adjusting things. I need to get power over here. So we'll get that connected. I'm gonna have to go like all the way over to, I think, my quartz mining area and work from there is my guess. Need to get it plugged into the grid. I think the quartz mining zone is over there. Yeah, I kind of see some of the power lines there. Anyways, 1.0 is coming out extremely soon. I'm overly excited for that. I mentioned this kind of at the start, but I want to at least get access to the late game items and other mechanics before 1.0 gets out, just so I can see what the new late game stuff is. Oh, come on. Also, power is hooked up, that's nice. Okay, next thing I think I need to do is start setting up a train system. Getting power over to the oil area and get it set up for polymer resin and get it ready to be transported to the water. I think that's what I'll do. So in that case, power line. Other things I kind of want to build in this desert at some point. Not this episode. I kind of want to focus on getting reinforced plates at the very least. But later on, I do want to get like a motor factory thing. Although I say that, but I had like a bunch of motors at the base. True, but I'm probably going to need more and just a more consistent basis that's not reliant on overclocked stuff. I don't like relying on overclocked machinery to get things done. I need motors. Dean, have you figured out how to say Worcestershire sauce yet? No, but I'm just gonna keep Worcestershire. Worcestershire, whatever. Oh, nope. Ooh. Okay. Get that connected. How's Joe? Still there, to my knowledge. He is still there. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the base anyway, just so I can get motors, so I might as well check. What else do I need? I think it's just motors. Probably some other random stuff, but what the... That's a new noise I never heard from the spider. Hold on, why are you... You're not getting copper ingots? Why? You should be getting copper ingots. You are. What? Why? Eh? Oh no, Joe the Apple salesman. You know, I haven't actually checked up on him. I thought you meant the Joe, like the Joe Bean. But I haven't actually checked up on him now that I think about it. I mean, last I saw he was selling apples, but honestly, when is he not selling apples? My guess is he went into debt, and now he's hiding. Also, why are these not getting... Why are you not getting steel beams, like steel pipe stuff? I told you to make more. You're still not making more, good grief. I did a little bit of off-camera stuff here as well, trying to get, like, this whole production line sped up, just upgrading everything to Mark V belts. And it just don't want to work at some point. Also, since I have that whole fuel generator system set up, I want to decommission my coal generators at some point. Not sure when. Well, I mean... I have enough fuel, or power coming from the fuel generators that I don't really need to care about them anymore. Alright, I'm gonna take a bunch of motors with me. And just kind of store that over at the desert base. Speaking of, I also need to get a hypertube launcher over there. Coming in for a landing. A little bit of a hard landing, but oh well. Okay, I'll store those motors for now. I'll head over there. Dean, do you know what Mind Goblin is? I know what Mind Goblin is. I know what they are. They're Mind Goblins. They infest your mind. Like right now. Oh no, I've been infested with Mind Goblin. Uh oh. I remember some. I know they're kind of popular in it. It's one. It was that one D&D short where one of the players really likes making these nuts jokes. And then as a curse applied by the DM, they're like, now you can't do these nuts jokes anymore. It's illegal. And then he would try to respond with a these nuts joke, and he just kind of couldn't. that whole event was hilarious. I've seen it. Yeah, it as much as I want to say, like, hey guys, have you seen this funny thing that no one has seen before? Honestly, everyone's seen the funny stuff at this point. I'd like to just find stuff that's like, I didn't expect that to be funny, but I guess it is funny. It's hard to find that. DC are funny. Okay. Ooh, I'm out of cables. That's bad. Okay, is there any other oil here in this little location? No, that's all that I have to work with. Wonderful. Not really wonderful, but this is what I got to work with. Okay, I need to go get cables. Okay, I'm gonna set up a platform here. Oh, I need cables in order to even do that. Oil extractor looking a bit weird. That's just what they look like. I don't know what to tell you. Alright, well, I'm gonna need some cables from one of these extractors just so I can get back to the base. Just so I can get cables so that I can put down the oil extractor. Okay, plug you in. Plug into that. Wait, no, not it. Nope, nope. I need to angle it. No. Okay. You. Let's see. Too steep. Why is it too steep? Oh, whatever. Alright, so... Okay, this guy's gonna kill me. Rather than not. Okay. Calculating trajectory. Optimal launch. Prepare for liftoff. Nice. Right. Cables, and I might as well also get fuel. Let's see. I didn't get fuel. Trying to think about, like, other stuff to talk about. So, my back hurts. That's annoying. I've been trying to figure out why it hurts. Because, lately, it's just been hurting a bit more than a back hurting should. So, we've been trying to figure something out. Main conclusion? We don't know. We don't know at all. It's just no problem. Do you know how many wood... Okay. Do you know how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodcut... Damn, I messed it up. Let's see. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Oh, I did it. 2 wood. Exactly 2 wood. Two wood. Anyways, back to the back thing. It's somewhat getting better. I don't know. I think it honestly kind of depends on just me not doing stuff. Because I like being active, very active. As in, like, I like moving around a whole lot, so I, like, bumped into a bunch of trees. I want to fix that real quick. So active as in I kind of get out and take walks fairly periodically, exercise as well. But I guess for whatever reason my back was like, no, you did too much. I did. No, you did too much. Take a break. But like, could I like exist at least? Well, I don't know. I keep having annoying problems where there's no source, so I'm just like, well, I guess I'll have to wait 2 weeks for anything to happen. I only mention this because it's actually made working on stuff a little difficult. Again, it's better now, but like for a good chunk of time, it was just like, well, I want to do stuff, but it hurts to sit, so I need to lay down, but I can't work while I'm laying down, so I guess I'll have to take a break or something. What am I here for again? Good grief. Anyways, at least something else that I've been working on and off. The one Lethal Company stream from like a week or 2 ago, that was the one before V60 came out. I've been trying to get a highlights video for that made, and I think I'm about like halfway done with it. Actually, I might be able to get that done in the next... at least within the next week or so. So that's something to look out for. Also, I don't know if people noticed, I'm starting to try and get into shorts a bit, at least in this case with the last stream that I had. That was like the Sunday stream. Also, I overshot again. I'm trying to go to the oil area, not to this area. But after I get the main Lethal Company stream from about a week ago and get like the highlights edited, I want to go to the second stream and just try to figure out how to use shorts on that. Which the main one that I did actually was kind of cool. Keychain on a sword has like 1 FPS. Yeah. I don't know, it feels like obeying gravity sometimes, and then it just doesn't. I don't know what makes it feel like obeying laws or not. Okay, before I go on another side tangent, how much oil do I even have here? And I'm going to turn all of it into polymer resin. So I have 300. It obeys down. Yeah, that's about right. 300, 150, and the other one was also 150, so 600 in total. Let's go to polymer resin. Okay. Cool. It's actually a cry? What? No. Anyways, luckily this is actually a fairly like a fairly even divisible thing. So I have 600 oil in total. I then just need to multiply. So I need 10 refineries in order to get the 1,300 polymer resin. That's just gonna get... It said crying... Wait. Oh, that's probably because I searched up crystal oscillators. Because that's like the first 3 letters as well. That's funny. Anyway, so I just need 10 refineries for 1,300 polymer resin. Of which... How much stuff can I actually get out of that? Rubber. I'm not actually sure. Because I need to figure out like how much plastic I need first. So let's see. Actually, better question. How many refined plates can I even make? Or reinforced plates can I even make? Okay, so iron isn't much of a problem. It's more of the polymer resin. Although I think there is another. I do recall there being another oil field area somewhere over here. And I can't remember if I sanctioned that off for use in the power generation area. Probably not. I think it was too far out. Ew, that's like a bunch of NPers. Well, if I need more polymer resin, that's just the only way that I can go about making that any better. Right now, main thing I should probably focus on getting refineries set up. So I'm gonna need about 10. Then, I'm gonna have to set up like a big old train system too, just to make sure all of the polymer resin gets transferred correctly. But then also get the heavy oil byproduct sent off as well. Because I'm thinking on using the heavy oil and, let's see, what was the other recipe? This one's for cables. Where... Actually, I'm not sure on using... Actually, I could use the heavy oil for, like, actual fuel production. So that I can, Yeah, I think so. I think I might do that. Get, like, some extra plastic and heavy oil. Try to make fuel canisters out of it. Yeah, and then I can use that for trucks so that I can get all of the resources transferred correctly so I don't have to use trains everywhere. I think that'll work out. What do we need for fuel? It's kind of a low amount of... I only make it... Nope. I'm just gonna... For the moment, I'm pretty sure I can figure out something later on. Let's see. Oh, I need pipes. Luckily, I know where I can get some. Let's see, can I please put stairs in a stair fashion in the stair location? Yay! Alright, I'm also going to set up a hypertube launcher in reverse so that I can get the... I need pipes as well, damn. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to manually go all the way back. Hmm. Ooh, oh wait, okay, hold on. I'm gonna be a bit. I need to actually take this call. I'll be back in a little bit. This is important. Okay, I am back. I just had a fairly important call come through and I had to answer that. Sorry for the interruption. Right, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, it was pipes. Steel pipes, that's what I need. I need steel pipes, really bad. Yeah, I'm back. That call was actually about my back pain problem, so I kind of had to answer that. And basically, the results say that I have no reason to have pain, which is crazy. Well, it's more like the actual source of it is far more confusing than we ever understood. So, I don't know why my back hurts. Maybe I just need to not do things for a while. I don't know. Oh well. But, I'll figure something out. Funny thing, here's a little bit of Dean lore. I actually broke my wrist sometime, some years ago. And, at some point, I think like maybe last year or so, I had like a lot of excruciating pain on the wrist that I broke those many years ago. So I thought, I probably broke something on the wrist, and I need to probably get that fixed and such, because it like hurts extremely much. And we did an X-ray to see if there was any problems, and they were like, it seems to be that there's like this little part of a bone floating around. Oh, that's important, isn't it? Actually, it's not. What? I mean, wouldn't that be important? You'd think, but the problem is that thing has been there since before the surgery that you had on your wrist, so technically speaking, that shouldn't actually do anything. Oh. So I had a little thing in there the whole time. It turns out that the whole reason why my wrist hurts so much was literally cut... My back hurts. Back now. That's what it feels like sometimes. So it turns out the reason why my wrist was hurting so much was because I was using it a lot. Like, just using it in general. For, like, a lot of different stuff. Not just, like, video editing, but there was a lot of physically demanding things that I was doing that required just a lot of work of my wrist. Hey, I got this hypertube done. Wonderful. But because I needed to use my wrist so much, I haven't had time to actually give it time to not do anything. So literally, just to fix the problem, was to do nothing. And now I feel like I'm in a similar situation where the best way to fix my back is to also do nothing and just take time and relax. So I think I'm gonna try and do that. I mean, like, still go out and do some stuff and at least, like, exercise and move around so I don't, like, stiffen up everything. But just in general, rest and breaks can do wonders. Speaking of resting, I need to actually make sure I get to bed more often so that I can sleep more, so that I can, like, recover more from things. So since when do you have FNAF music? I had it. Did that play while I wasn't here? Maybe. There's like some point where I like got a bunch of extra music tracks, and the FNAF music was just kind of one of them. This too. Okay. But yeah, the FNAF music thing is kind of a recent introduction anyway. Although, I personally don't like how quiet it is by default. Do you have the Wii Sports Resorts one? I don't. I just have like the normal Wii music. I need to go through and get some more things. Just more random songs from games I enjoyed. Yeah, I need to do that at some point. Anyways, refineries. I now have motors and pipes and such to place a bunch of these, and I need like 10 of them. Is that 10 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need some more encased beams for some more stuff. Off I go. Encased beams. Give me encased beams, please. Yummy. But yeah, I think my best logical step going forward to probably fix up my back is to rest, and that's kind of it. Encased beans. Yes. Solid beans. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Exciting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight, 9, 10. There we go. And now I just need to get... I need to get oil all plugged in. Alright, make the polymer resin stuff, please. Thank you. Encroaching clear... What? Well, that's annoying. Oh, one point, I can't remember when exactly. I thought of... If there are floor beans, are there ceiling beans? Maybe. I haven't seen one yet, but they might exist. So, an idea that I thought of kind of recently as like a... as like a idea for what they could put into Satisfactory 3.0, or good grief, 3.0. Full release of Satisfactory, one idea was to see if they could make conveyor belts operate somewhat similar to how pipes do. Where, like, at the moment, the only way to, like, maneuver a conveyor belt is just to kind of curve it around like this. But otherwise, it's basically a straight line. I wonder, I don't know if this would even be possible, but for pipes, they have, like, a bunch of different settings that you can do. Like, there's auto, 2D, noodle, and horizontal to vertical, and it actually changes how the pipe is laid out. So I kind of wonder if at some point they might look into getting conveyor belts to do something similar. I would like that. I think that would be really cool. Also, I'm out of copper sheets. That's not enough speed. I need more speed. Ow! What is? Oh, okay. I guess that hurts greatly. Okay, let's try that again. Need for speed. I need the speed. I am addicted to speed. But the speedy kind, not speedy kind. Whatever. Copper sheets. Might as well get pipes too. I don't have... Oh yeah, I'm just not making enough pipes to even put it in storage. That's embarrassing. Where are you guys going? I need you. Num 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 num. Eat the pipes. Alright, so those are going to... No, I just think I'm just not making enough steel pipes, honestly. Even though I should, I just don't. Whoop, bonk. Rebounder. Right, back to this. Okay, get oil connected now. What do you mean it's too steep? Good grief. It's gonna look really awkward, but I don't mind too much. I just need to make sure all this gets connected. Okay, so oil's going in. I just need to plug up the refineries. Refineries are online. Which also means they should be functioning, so... Alright. Now I need to set up a train system in order to transport all of the resin as well as the leftover heavy oil off-site. When the power pole on the sides, a small pole on the top long. Okay, I don't entirely understand why, but anytime I try to connect to these concrete pillars, it's always like the small one, so I have to force it to place a taller one. I just kind of like the taller one anyway. Hold on a second. My wrist was starting to yell at me, so I gave it some bracing, some extra padding to at least have structure. Because I guess I don't have structure, I don't know. Okay, trains. I need trains. Let's see. Train station. I think I will need more space than that, so I'm just gonna cheat a bit. Ooh, I'm gonna need more iron plates pretty soon. Alright, back to the base real quick. I actually think I have too many cables and beams. Or encased beams, more like. Also, I overshot, heck. So, plan that I have at some point. I think I mentioned this in like a couple of my other streams. How does the character carry 6 items in his hands at the same time? Interdimensional pocket space. That's canon lore. We use interdimensional pocket space. I don't get it either. Anyways, a plan that I have at some point. I want to stream Undertale or Deltarune at some point, but I've been trying to like figure out what I even want to do with that. Because like my main reasoning was I want to get footage for both of those games so that I can use that for something in the future. Well, I've been trying to figure out what to use that for. Well, I thought of something. At least like a theory thing that I want to do and talk about. Where in Deltarune, what is the canon timeline of the game? That is to say, without your choices, what happens? And that's kind of the premise of the thing I want to figure out. Other thing I kind of want to do, because I think it might be a bit more interesting, I might just only stream myself doing what I'm going to dub the twisted route, where you try to go for the twisted sword item, which is very weird because you need to, let's see, there is like a really dark route that you can go, but you only go down it a little bit up until you get a very specific item, and then you just abort it immediately and go about your day. Any theories on what would happen? In terms of you mean like what Chapter 3 will be, or back to kind of what I'm more questioning about in like what the canonical events are? Because I've thought about all of that, really. Let's see. Okay, canonical events. Well, thing that I've been trying, that I wanted to figure out was, at least in Chapter 1, what did everyone do canonically? My guess, going off of the weird facts that you can go to whichever chapter that you want in the game, like if you want to start in Chapter 2, you can, and you can just drop in, but that also entails that events had happened normally. And what's kind of interesting, I just kind of looked in there just for a moment. If you went into Chapter 2 without any Chapter 1 save file, booting it up, then your crew doesn't have many items and they have like no money. But the items that they do have, they have like some amber card stuff, so it's just like basic stat increases. But Ralsei has the white ribbon, which is an item that you only get by opening a chest in the in like the first area of the game. And the idea with the white ribbon was a way to introduce the player to collecting items and equipping it on people. However, because Ralsei has the white ribbon as like a item that they have regardless of, or it's like in Chapter 2 they start with that. That means that it definitely happened without our input. So my question is, going into Chapter 3, what events did Chris and company do normally to get into Chapter 3? Because this also means that Chris opening a dark fountain at the very end was a canonical event that definitely happened without any of our inputs. Which means it was something that was always going to happen. Which is kind of weird to think about. Now here's the other question. What's the extent going into Chapter 7? Can you just like drop yourself into Chapter 7 and just have like the most minimal gear possible? But you're like, hey guys, I'm in Chapter 7 now, time to fight the final boss, time to fight the Titans and whatnot. That kind of concerns me. I don't know what the implications of that will be when the time eventually comes that that happens. How did I completely understand that? You are deep in Deltarune brain rot, just as much as I am. That's the only answer. Nothing entirely against that, but like that. These are the thoughts that go through my mind. But anyways, that's something I want to explore more in like its own video, because I've always wanted to do some kind of Deltarune theory video, because it's just something I'm very interested in, and I love watching those theories. But I never really thought of something up until fairly recently, obviously, that I felt was unique enough to warrant making a video on, because frankly a lot of people know about a lot of other stuff anyway. It's like, I wonder what happens in the snow grave around. Well, obviously XYZ happens. We have this confirmed already. We don't need to look into that any further. But now, how did the canonical events work? And that's something that I want to look into and talk about. Other thing that I'm also kind of questioning at the moment. So normally, when you end chapters... Oh, I need aluminum sheets, hold on. Normally, whenever you end Chapter 2, in the final fight, up against the boss, one of the main characters, Birdly, is technically being mind controlled. State of Dean, but he slowly goes insane talking about Untailed Delta. No, I'm going to be talking about this for a bit. Hey guys, let's see, hold on. Hello everybody, welcome to today's State of Dean, where I'm going to be talking about the canonical events of Deltarune, because... And that's why Birdly will be the knight. Not actually, I don't believe that at all, but that would be... No, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole. Not gonna do that. Oh yeah. Lore? Did someone say lore? Alright, I need to get my aluminum sheets. Hold on. Okay. Anyways, at the end of Chapter 2, me in a nutshell. At the end of Chapter 2, when you go fight against the final boss, they have Birdley kind of under a mind control effect, which you have actually... Okay, there's like 3 ways how Chapter 3 ends. You have the violence route, where it's not the Snowgrave route, that's an entirely different one. But the violence one, which basically is you don't spare anybody, you don't recruit anybody, and the game just... Actually, no, it's not even like you recruiting everybody. It's specifically in that fight that... if for whatever reason you think you decide that I want to, instead of trying to play by Queen's rules and slowly take out their energy acid shield by slowly whittling it away, if you instead try to attack it outright, the fight actually ends up changing at the very end, because depending on how much you fight against Queen, instead of like being kind of slow in that, then what ends up happening is Birdley tries to break free from the mind control effect forcefully, which actually ends up completely incapacitating one of his arms. Whereas a lot of people will do the sparing route and try to non-violently end the Queen's boss fight. But doing so non-violently ends with Birdley keeping his arm. Now my question is, what does that actually entail in Chapters 3 going onward? Will some event happen where the fact that Birdley doesn't have an arm actually come into play at some point, and then completely changes the timeline going forward, even without the Snowgrave involvement? These are the kind of things I think about. Hopefully not actually anything will matter, because, I don't know, maybe nothing will happen. That entire plotline might not even come into effect somehow. But it does make me think. Now, of course, there's the other thing that could happen, where Birdley dies doing the dark Snowgrave route, and in doing so, Birdley's dead. What does that mean? Does it mean anything? I don't know. Now, in terms of what's actually canonical, I'm fairly certain the Snowgrave route is not canonical whatsoever, and is very much a choice that the player makes to cause it to actually happen. If you can explain the entire timeline of Undertale and Deltarune to a new fan, how would you do it? Oh god, Oh jeez. Well, now you see, thinking about it, it would be beneficial for this newcomer to at least play the game first, just to get their thoughts and opinions on stuff first, because a lot of the game's charm, I feel, is the secrets that are inside. So, or like, there's a lot of twists that happen specifically because the game lies to you and is like, here's like the actual story that you can go off of. But then later on, after you continue searching around in the game, you then find context for stuff that early on you were told, yeah, here's like the cut and throat case. But then later on, after you've spent literal hours with that idea, assuming that they've played both games once or twice. Okay, I'll get done with talking about what a new player should do at some point. Then I'll go over it. So let's see. if... Okay, just trying to wrap up the initial talking point, sorry. Yeah, please, blah blah blah, new players, please play the game a bit. You get lied to a number of times. Alright, now for the actual, like, so, how do you explain the story to a new player? Alright, so... Wait, oh, I need plastic, hold on. Alright, so you played the game a number of times. Congratulations. Alright, so at the very start, you're not actually the kid that fell through the underground in the cutscene. That was actually the first fallen child, or the first fallen human, of which whose name is not confirmed due to reasons, but everyone calls them Kara for other reasons. It's just a way to give them a name. But let's see. So every monster in the underground would like to leave the underground, right? That's because they got sealed there ages ago by humans in the human-monster war. And there's a lot of evidence that comes from that. But basically a lot of humans are dead because eventually they came down. Man, you know, now that I think about it, I've never actually like stopped to think about how to best describe Undertale's timeline, because that's like a whole can of worms that takes like an hour to go through, because it's fairly extensive, honestly. Extensive as in... I'm trying to think about how to actually word it. I think kind of what I was saying, where near the start of the game you're told how specific things unfolded, but then as the more you play, the more context you get for what events happened like centuries ago in the lore of Undertale. So you get more context for what happened from the human-monster war, what actually happened to Kara and Azrael, and going more into it. I'm just going to try and make sure this is good. Yeah, gosh. I swear, I know a lot about the game. It's just I really need to actually like sit down and try to actually summarize a lot of this stuff. Okay, so at least for Deltarune, the timeline of events that are going on for that. Let's see, polyresin export, video idea, maybe, but honestly, a lot of other content creators have fairly well documented the timeline of Undertale and Deltarune fairly extensively already, so I don't feel like adding to it specifically because a lot of people have already done that. Like, you could just search up Undertale or Deltarune timeline and you get some kind of an answer. Now, the question of what are the canonical events of Deltarune is something that I'm interested in, because that's actually a fair question. Comparison. Undertale doesn't have any canonical timeline, because it all is based off of you, the players you get inserted in. The whole reason why I even thought of this to begin with was because of a video series I've been watching by one Deltarune creator called Molly Sparks, or Molly Stars? Molly Stars. They made a whole theory that took them like 2 years to complete, and their channel is completely dedicated to showing that theory. And in total, that theory is 10 hours of just like theory crafting and utilizing, or like or discovering the implications of what the theory even entails. And it goes over entirely on the idea of the device theory, where the actual executable that people use to even get into Deltarune at all is only there because it was put there by Gaster. But for what reason? Oh, it's because Gaster doesn't like how Deltarune ends, so he through like space-time shenanigan programming, or we don't know how he even is able to get Deltarune to work, but he tries to get us, the player, to interact with the story in order to actually change it to something more different than whatever ending that Gaster doesn't want. So that is our entire purpose in there. In that context, going off of that, and I kind of wish Molly went into this a bit more, with that context, we are literally, as a player, influencing the story, and we have insertion points, as in, like, we can choose to be inserted into chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7, depending on whichever one we want to start with. But the fact alone that we even have a choice in how we're inserted into the story is interesting to me. Theory: Deltarune and Undertale are also in the World Machine. I could kind of see something like that. Actually, Huh. Okay, thinking about it. The World Machine in One Shot is technically a simulated reality that doesn't exactly exist, but all the people, all the NPCs inside of it are technically just really good simulated versions of the original creation, like basically perfect AI copies or something. I think that was the intended purpose behind it, but the question is, even those replications of those people were pretty much real, seeing as that they didn't suffer the effects of what happened in the epilogue thing. So basically everyone's real, question mark? Anyways, all that to say, when it comes to Deltarune's reality, we're not entirely sure where Deltarune is. It's probably just some world that exists in some plane of reality. But we don't know the exact reason for why that even happens. So, with how the device theory works, it's literally that Gaster is giving us a way to connect to this Deltarune world, and we can actually interact with it in a specific way. That is to say that Deltarune exists and will always exist, but we have a choice in changing how the story works. So it's not exactly a simulated world, but the whole fact that we can insert ourselves into a story and that there's canonical events in general entails that the story has already concluded, seen as that time just kind of works. So in their perspective, we're gods. Oh yeah, we are definitely gods. In any case, any time that players have any interactability with a video game, we are literal gods. We literally see everything from an entirely different point of view than anything that is within that program. Specifically because we allow it to exist, and we can change how it functions. You know how like modding works and whatnot. Like, we are just literal gods in this aspect. Even in the case of Deltarune, where the most that we literally have access to is being able to say when specific events occur, when they happen later, or what events occur at all. And also, seeing as that we've seen like the end of chapter 2 as an example, we can know what ending is best to go towards, so we can work our best possible foot forward to hopefully eventually get a better ending than whatever actually is the ending of Deltarune. the ending that Gaster doesn't want. And our job is to figure out some combination of secrets, endings, items, some combination to somehow conquer the literal singular ending that Deltarune is bound to. My thoughts on it, I think it has something to do with the Twisted Sword. Although that's only going off of we have no idea what it actually has, what it's actually capable of doing. But the fact that you have to kind of tiptoe around a bunch of different secrets to even find it and use it in the first place, where you have to use... We're theorizing you have to use Shadow Crystals to get the Pure Crystal item, but we don't know exactly how you get the Pure Crystal yet. It probably has something to do with all the Shadow Crystals. Also, I am approaching this area, and I need to actually make like a train system now. Let's see. No. Damn it, I derailed myself. God damn it, I literally derailed myself. But, let's see. Whole purpose of us is trying to find some kind of ending. Twisted Sword feels like something interesting. And that's... I personally think I want to try and do the Twisted Sword run, trying to actually get that item and try to do a bunch of other secrets. And... I don't know, try to go with that idea. Try to find some combination of secrets, endings, and random items scattered throughout the timeline of Deltarune and Undertale. Just Deltarune. Find that combination and get that ending that is best for everybody. Now, is it that we have to spare everyone first to get that ending? I don't know, but even with those efforts, I feel we just end up with what's practically the apocalypse. In that the roaring ends up happening, a bunch of titans show up from the depths, and it's going to be a huge problem for us to deal with. But best we can do is prepare for it, and the best way to prepare for it is literally do every single secret interaction possible to hopefully change the outcome of events. No matter how small it may be. Maybe we might get an extra second to react to a specific situation or something dumb like that. Or because we have access to the Twisted Sword, we can actually interact with something we couldn't before. We don't know. We have to go on a crusade of discovering multiple timelines. We are practically in a situation where we are gods in a Groundhog Day scenario. And we have the ability to find an out, but we need to replay the game a million times to find that out. And I'm interested in finding out if that's even how the story's going to unfold. Of course we don't know, and that's probably just the fact that several years of waiting for the game has completely shifted people's opinions on what should be happening. We don't know. Maybe it's not even to this extent. Maybe Gaster isn't actually involved to this extent, and we're just so deep in what could be that this is what we think it could be. We don't know. We have to wait until Chapter 3 and 4 to come out, which I'm desperately hoping is also coming in September. I don't think it is. Just going off of what some of the posts Toby has made, where it just kind of seems like that they're fairly close to done with the chapters 3 and 4. Like they're pretty much on the verge of getting it done. They just need to do like a lot of localization changes and just general polish before they actually release it. But just for that reason, I feel having September release date is very stressful for them, so they might try to push it over into October. But even then, that's like just a month away. Or like, I mean like a month and a half away, but you get the idea. So, I as much as I want to hope that that the game, that like the next chapters will come out that soon, yeah, I'm not too sure really. Anyways, can you tell I really like Deltarune and Undertale? Ay ay ay. Oh, that was a lot of talking. Anyways, all of that to say, I'm thinking about streaming Deltarune at the very least to get some footage, but I'd like to get at least starter footage on doing what I'm going to call the twisted route, where I'm going to just choose the violence options. I actually prefer the fighting options in the game anyway. I just think the interactions are a bit more interesting. Also, it actually gives people a reason to get items, and I like collecting items and actually using them and actually strategizing with that. So I want to do the whole fighting method first, and have that be my introduction to chapters 3 and 4. And then later on, in my own time, off stream, I'll try to get footage for Deltarune and Undertale anyway, just so I can have that footage to rely on and if I need to make any videos for that reason. That's my plan going forward. When exactly am I going to do it? I'm thinking as soon as I'm done with my Dread Delusion streams. Like, let's see. At least in that game aspect, I want to try and play it as much as I can, or try to actually focus on completing that game so that I can get that done and over with. It's just a game I'm very interested in, and I wish I'd done streaming sooner so that I can at least have time for whenever Deltarune comes out. Okay. That's all set up. Also, what time is it getting to be? Good grief, it's been like an hour and a half. And I'm still setting stuff up for the factory. Two, three, four, other way around. Alright. Import, export, save changes, on, activate, blah blah, yada yada, get moving. Get moving. Okay, I'm gonna just stand up and take a quick break. Ooh, Undertale music. Ba 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 bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. There. Oh goodness. Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. I don't need to say that. Just do it. Oh, okay. I will be right back. Hold on. Hello. 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 I am back. It's not technically a jump scare. Okay. I think I got the Deltarune out of my system for the time being. But only for the time being. I might just spontaneously start talking about it again. POV, everyone making super highly realistic graphic games, meanwhile Toby... No. I honestly adore the art style of the game. Like, they put a lot of character and... just, a lot of care and effort put into the little details, even though everything's just extremely pixelated. That's not to say the games that look insanely good and have insane graphics, like the game that I'm playing right now, isn't that good because it's not pixelated. It's not good. Yeah, no. You just, sometimes you just need pixels to tell your story. Okay. I'm gonna try and not talk about Deltarune for at least 5 minutes, and try to actually get this factory set up. Difficulty impossible, I know. Wait, what? How did I get a conveyor belt swapped onto that? What? No, give me Mark II pipes. How'd that happen? Alright. Wait. Oh, oh man. I actually got these in reverse. Freight platform should be on the other side, and the fluid platform should be on this side. Okay, fluid, freight. There we go. Anyways, that's why I want to be careful with how I talk about things, because I can just talk about stuff for like a long time. And most of what I say makes sense. Just most of it. So that's all actually appropriately connected, I believe. Let's see, I'd like... What does this one look like? A weird teal. No. I don't care about that one. I'll just make it a notable blue. There we go. Okay, so I have 1,300 polyresin coming in. I also have some amount of heavy oil. Hold on, what was heavy oil residue? what was the output of that one? That was 20 per, and there's 10, so there's actually 200 heavy oil residue coming in as well. What can I do with that? I can turn it into fuel. I can definitely do that. Because I would like to use trucks to actually import everything that I need. So I think I'm actually gonna... Oh, okay, hold on. I want to still use some heavy oil residue in order to get cables, because I'm gonna need cables for projects in the future, so I might still utilize it. Or I can just... I could also... I know there's like some other oil that's over this mountain here that I could honestly probably get it on the train line that I have here, or probably have like a separate one on there, because I know that's just going to be kind of annoying for them, so I need to make sure that that gets sent over correctly. I'm gonna have to get like a whole train network set up, aren't I? Ugh. Hey, but it's not exactly the pause music that you were expecting. Here comes the good part. Get ready for the good part. It's a good part. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some more iron plates and concrete. I really need to get like a iron plate concrete factory over here, just so I don't have to worry about that too much. But at the very least, I have easy, quick transport all the way over to my main base that allows me to get the items that I need while I'm trying to get base of operations set up. I sometimes wonder if the character actually has sentience, is wondering what in the world the players is doing. Does the Pioneer have sentience and we're controlling it? No, I'm pretty sure that we ourselves are the actual Pioneer. But did they have a life before we took it? No, they... You know, we don't really know the nature. No, I'm pretty sure that's just the Deltarune speaking. It's probably literally just a player character that's just here specifically to act as shoes to fill. Not everything needs to be a meta-narrative. Sometimes you just want to make factories. Let the Deltarune speak. No, not everything's a meta-narrative. No. Well, in actuality, if you look at the shadow thing right there, which is an entirely intended effect, confirmed by the developers probably at some point, maybe possibly, that this was all intended behavior. That means we have no head, which means we're actually a GoPro. We're actually V1 from Ultra Kill. Confirmed, we're V1 Ultra Kill. The Lord. Oh my. No, I honestly think getting into no, I need it to stop right now. No, no. Deltarune and Undertale have corrupted my mind. Everything must be meta-narrative. No. I don't want everything to be a meta-narrative. It's too much. No. I've already done my spiel. We're V1 Ultra Kill. That's how it works. No, I don't want to. I never wanted to theorize. Okay, the most theory-ness that I wanted to even consider in Satisfactory is what we're even making factories for to begin with, of which has actually been confirmed already. We're making it in order to save humanity. Like, actually, that's the lore. We're doing this so we can save humanity by giving it all of the parts possible. No lore, no lore, no lore, no lore, no, no lore, no lore. Okay, no. You know what I say to that? Time to figure out the lore of how much plastic I need. Whoa, hold up, I got lightheaded. Ooh, hello. Yes, body, I will get out of my chair and move around a bit to give you air, yes. You don't have to tell me twice. Okay. Lightheaded. I swear. I don't know what it is. I think I get lightheaded a lot if I talk too much. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna theorize how many reinforced iron plates that I can make. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, so I have 1,300 stuff coming in, polyresin. I need to figure out my limiting factor. Because, like, I can make as much rubber and plastic as possible, but I don't think I need as much plastic than rubber. So, time to bring out the notepad, correct? Or... Yeah, bring out the notepad. Time to do some math. Let me get that. Notepad, get up here. You are needed for mathematics. Alright, notepad time. So, how much do I want? Oh. Mona Swire, welcome to the stream. How long have I been playing Satisfactory? About 2 years, I believe. I believe is the number. I had like a whole series that I did, like a whole Let's Play series that I did about a year ago, and this year I'm trying to stream my Satisfactoriness. So that is the situation I'm in. Anyways, I'm trying to figure out like how many things I can get for reinforced plates. So what do I need? I can put any number on here, but I think I'm gonna put 200 reinforced plates, or I'm just gonna put reinforced plates. That's the abbreviation. That's funny. So in order to get that number, let's look at reinforced plates. What do I need? I need a bunch of iron plates and rubber. So for each 3.75. Dean, don't fight the theory. I mean, Angel. We'll save that for another time. I'm Deltaruned out right now, please. Oh yeah, Mona, I just went on a whole rant about like some thoughts I had on Satisfactory. Correct. I don't have anything going on right now. I've been talking about Deltarune theories than actual progress. Okay, so this recipe is what I want to use. It's alternate recipe. Been playing Satisfactory for over 90 hours. That's it. Oh yeah, my hour count. I think it was at like 800. Hold on, let me double check. I know it was high. It's like 850 or something like that. 870 hours in Satisfactory so far. That's like the culmination of everything. Anyways, I gotta actually focus on this so that I, like, at least get something productive done. Yes, Anthony, okay, at some point I need to, like, have a pin comment on, like, when I started doing it, but good grief, I went on a huge tangent. It is actually insane. Okay, I need to focus. No, it's hi, how are you, officer? Well, you're not the officer. I need to focus. Okay, 200 divided by 3.75. That is what I need to know. What is the end result of that? 200 divided by 3.75 is approximately 53-ish. Ultra Factory or Satis kill. Okay. I need to stop. I'm sorry. I need to stop. Okay, so that's 53-ish. 53-ish. Not. Hold on. So that is the amount of assemblers needed in order to get this to work. Okay, I'll go off of that number. Let's see, what do I need? Reinforced iron plates. So I need to multiply the assembler count by the amount of rubber that I need, which is actually the same amount that I get for reinforced plates, which effectively means I need 200 rubber. That's definitely how you spell rubber. So I don't need to do that much math on that. For the iron plates, I need 11.12 per, so then multiply that by 53.33, and my end result is, time to do math, 11.25 multiplied by, is approximately 600. I'm going to say approximately 600 because saying 599.9625 iron plates is a little ridiculous. So I'm just going to say, actually I'm just going to make this funny. 599.9625 approximate 600 iron plates is what I need. Okay, so in order to get iron plates, what do I need? Iron plates. So I'm going to be using this plastic recipe to get a better conversion rate, also kind of reducing on space. Because the normal recipe is a 3:2, whereas this recipe is a 3:4. So I can effectively get 2 extra if I incorporate plastic. So I'm just going to utilize that. Okay, base recipe is 75 per assembler required. So, let's see. I'm going to have 600 divide that by 75. What's the result of that? 600 divided by 75 is 8 exactly. Yay, I love even numbers. But what does the actual calculation sound like? Ah, I'm about a 1,000th off from what I need. That's funny. Anyways, I just need 8 assemblers worth. That's how you spell assemblers, yep. What the? Why did my viewer count increase while I was doing math? Why couldn't it increase while I was... whatever. I think people tuned in, saw my math, and then left. That's funny. Okay, so I just need 8 assemblers for all of that. $504. Why $504, Anthony? Or what 504? You need to show your work. Okay, so 50 times 8 equals, and then I also need to multiply that, and that gets me my plastic count. Apples? Bananas? Apples. Put it in apples, I guess. Iron ingots, okay, what is the numbers that I get? 50 times 8 is 400 iron ingots. 400 iron ingots, and then plastic is 80. Cool, so I got my numbers. Wonderful. Now to do some building. So, since I just need 80 plastic, what do I need for plastic amounts really quick? So I need to put in some refineries. Only person with 504 apples is Joel. Yup, it's Joe. Joe Apple. Okay, so for plastic, the base recipe, luckily, has 20 per, so I actually just need 4 refineries. 4 refineries of this, which also means I need 240 polymer resin dedicated to plastic specifically. Now, as for rubber, luckily, is a little bit more forgiving in that I just need 40 resin in order to get 20 rubber. It's still like the 20 that I need, so divide 200 by 20, and that's... Ah, damn, I need to... I think it's 20, but it's 10. Yeah, it should be 10. Okay. So I need 10 refineries of this. Which also means I need 400 polymer resin. Which is... Okay, so 640 polymer resin is going to be used for this. Anything is going to head out, that's fine. Or BRB, yeah, that's fine. Math. Okay, so... I have way more polymer resin than I actually need for this project. I literally initially thought on trying to get like 300 refined plates, but I don't think I need to do that. That's like 80 assemblers. That's going to be too much. So this is going to be the plan for the moment. It's going to utilize 640 polymer resin, which I have way too much of anyway, so that's wonderful. And I kind of want to use heavy oil residue at some point, but I think that's just for fuel reasons. Okay. How many iron ingots do I need? 400. Alright. Tell me, map, where is the nearest iron node? Also, I guess I can take that notepad down for now. Way over there, and it's a pure node. Wonderful. What do I want? I want, I'm thinking at the very least I would like to try and get some of the polymer resin hooked up to 2 refineries. That's whole purpose is to turn into plastic so that I can turn it into canisters, so that I can turn it into fuel for the trucks that I'm going to be using to get the item, or like the various items over here. That's my plan going forward at the moment, so I think I will do that right quick. Just going to make practically a gas station. And I think I might... Let's see, how much... I don't think I'll need too much, honestly. Containers. Let's see. Okay, what are these called? Canisters, not containers. I keep thinking they're containers. Okay, what do you need? You need 30 plastic per in order to get the 60 amount. Just some stuff. What music is the best music? Whatever you like listening to and you don't want to immediately skip. That's the best music. Because everyone has different tastes. Like, some people like metal, some people like heavier metal, or other different tastes as well. So the only correct answer is whatever you don't skip. Okay. I think I'm gonna actually put in 3 refineries here. So, some people like tungsten cube. Well, fine, I guess hold the tungsten cube and lose your hand or something, I guess. I don't know. I adore my tungsten cube. Okay. Just having a basic output here so that I can have a smart splitter go out. Any overflow? Actually, no. Primary, secondary. Okay. Yeah, that kind of works out. Alright, polyresin goes in here. Now I just need to get the water. Yeah, water's just gonna be annoying. Oh yeah, how much water am I gonna need, actually? Well, let's see. If I can recall... Ooh. What? Notepad, you broke? What? No, you didn't. Unbroke yourself. Wonderful. Okay, so 4 refineries and 10, so I need 14 refineries. Actually, how much water do those need? So for rubber, it needs 40 water a minute, and I think for plastic that one was 20 water a minute. 20 water a minute. So 20 times 4 is 80. 40 times 8 is... Speaking of music, oh my god, I did... Oh my... I didn't. Oh my god. I didn't listen to the undo. Oh my god. I am very sorry about that. Okay, I hate myself for not getting into that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's on me. That's frankly on me. No, hold on. I'm gonna... Yo, phone. Set me a timer or like a reminder thing to listen to undo. Why not now? Because I've already wasted enough time. I need to actually like do something on here and be productive. Okay, set a reminder. I will actually listen to this afterwards. I'm sorry, I just need to actually focus on this. Okay. Shoot, how much water do I need? That's 80 plus, what's 8 times 40, 320, 400, 400, divide that by 120 is approximately 3 or 4. So that's how much I'm just going to need for the moment. So I'll just build 4 water extractors and call it a day for the time being. Let's see. Okay. Water is being powered up. That's good. I have no idea what happened to the textures. Textures are gone. Okay, so with this, we get a pure plastic output. Get that in. One sec. Okay, just checking on something. See, does this launcher still work, or do I have to reposition it? I get rebounded. That's funny. I'll need to reposition it though. How does that work? It kind of works out, okay. Alright, this thing needs to get powered up. Right, so enough of this is getting made so plastic can actually be utilized. I need to... Let's see. So, that's 20 per... That's just for one constructor, wasn't it? Worth of canisters? Oh, no, I can get 2. Okay. So, merge into a split off in this direction. I think so, or actually no, off in this direction. Okay, and constructor. Constructor. There we go. That's powered up. Canisters connected. Okay, now I gotta get fuel refinery set up. Okay. Perfectly fine. Okay, so... let's see, how many do I need? I think it also kind of matches up with the 60 a minute. So I think I only need like 2 of these. I think so. Wait, hold. I just now thought of this. I'm not going to be able to Actually, am I going to be able to get as much? No, I'm not able to. I'm not able to turn it all into fuel. That means I have heavy fuel as a waste. So, I could turn it all into fuel and then actually burn it in generators, but I have that for like another area entirely. Might just turn a bunch of the remainder into petroleum, coke, and use that for a different purpose later, and just sink it for now. I think that's what I'll do. So, bare minimum for the time being. I think I need like one more, and I need pipes for that. Okay. I'm giving myself like 1 more hour to actually do all of this. So I'm hoping I can actually get this done today. Alright, you got heavy oil. Might just see if any remainder just gets sent off over here and turned into petrocoke. Actually, how many do I need? Now I gotta figure that out. $83 item per minute. I think... Let's see, so the actual rate that I'm accumulating in is about 200 a minute. So if I can spend that much, then I should be okay. Hmm. It might actually be better just to turn everything into fuel and try to get it as packaged as possible so that I can get rid of, because I can just get rid of more heavy fuel that way. Is there anything else that I can actually use heavy oil for? Oh yeah, that's right. I can use it to make cables. Oh, that's actually a good use. Because I actually have like a lot, and I can use this to make cables in this way. So I might just do that actually. Hmm. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what else I can do here. Okay, yeah, I think I will try to utilize cables at some point, but I don't think I can do that for now, but I need to do that soon so that I can actually get rid of the heavy oil. So, do I have to turn it all into petroleum coke just so I can get rid of it? I'm going to need a lot of machines for that I'm going to get rid of eventually. Or I can just get a little, or I can get stuff set up so that I could potentially use, let's see, is there any Caterium nearby? Because I might use Caterium for the wiring if I'm going to do that. Or, oh, I could use it for weapons, actually. Because I can use it to make smokeless powder. Hold on. Smokeless powder. Okay, so how much do you... Oh gosh, it needs 10 per. Ooh, that's not going to be enough. But I could use it for this, I think. I just need the black powder, which requires coal and sulfur. I could probably use that either way. What else is there? I don't think there's much else right now. I could also just package all of it, actually. That might actually be my best bet. I probably need to get, like, one more of these refineries set up so that I can make... Do I actually do... Hold on. Okay, so I need 30 a minute here. I could have like another set so that I can make enough canisters. But I feel like that might be too much, and I'm going to be sinking all of that, and I don't want to take too much of my polymer resin for later use. So I want to keep this as is, I think. Let's see, how much are you taking? 60 per, okay. Actually, maybe I'm worrying about nothing, because this takes 60 per, so that's 180, which actually means I have like 20 left over. Yeah, I think I was overreacting, so I think I can actually just say, hey, rest of that gets become petroleum coke. And the game's like, alright, we'll do that. So I think I'll do that for now, until I come up with or I encounter a problem. Because if I'm only getting like 200 a minute, well, it's going to get backed up eventually, right? Maybe it's hard to tell. We'll get there when we get there. Okay. Residual fuel, get that set up. Right. So now I need to turn this all into packaged fuel. Which, if I'm going off of this, I can get 120? How much fuel are you making? 40 per 120, actually. Cool. So I just need 2 packagers? Okay, that's plugged in. And distributed. We'll just color that for reasons.
Your contract legally compels you to harvest this artifact.
I don't want to harvest this artifact, Ada. Oof. Oh my god. Okay, I'm sorry. My chat decided to not update. Yeah, chat was broken, sorry. Ah, that's dumb. Hey, YouTube Studio, the studio that is YouTube, can you, like, continuously update the stream with actual text so that I can see stuff? No? But aren't you supposed to know what's being chatted about at all times? Well, that's annoying. However, if people keep talking, then it actually doesn't. Oh yeah, hey Silence. Just stopping by. The chat's broken, and let me, Okay, I'm getting caught up. Sorry about that. Good grief. What's funnier is I have my phone as like another source because apparently using normal Discord interaction, or not Discord interactions, just YouTube Studio interactions just decides to stop sometimes. So that's why it took me a bit to recognize. How long ago was that? Was that just like a few minutes? If so, again, I'm sorry about good grief. Anyways, hey Silence, I'm trying to get a bunch of these reinforced iron plates as like a part of my whole massive machinery. Oh, there was also one point where I like went way too much in detail on like Deltarune lore. I forgot exactly when in the stream that was, but that was like some bit ago. I was just like, I'm gonna go insanely off the wall crazy about talking about Deltarune lore, and I'm genuinely interested in making a theory video at some point. I just need to do that at some point anyway. Alright, just to make sure, that's all check. It's been 2 to 5, damn it. I need to reduce that down to at least 2 business days. I'll need to work on that. Hold on. Okay, yeah, now, oh gosh, I'm now seeing how long ago that was. Oh my gosh. Okay, now, to respond to what Just Some Stuff said some bit ago about playing the one where is it? Playing in the bottom of the pit. Yeah, hold on a second. I know that one is on hand. Hold on. Where is that? Hold on. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind control facility. Hopefully it doesn't happen during... it happens when people in chat don't talk. And then the YouTube studio is like, well, no, nothing's happening. I better save resources. So the best I can do is constantly refresh the page when I'm like, huh, people have been quiet for a while. I need to check that. Or my answer is having my phone available and just having that as a secondary source. Okay. Had to get quantum processor. Hello, Dan DeWood. It's a chat. You don't have access to quantum processor yet. Ah, okay, hold on. I need to stand up for a bit. Vibing time. No phone. Don't time out phone. No. Oh my gosh. Ah. Oh, by the way, I have math. Hold on. Math. I went through a lot of math stuff, so satisfactory people. Where is it? I'm trying to get 200 reinforced iron plates, and these are the calculations that I've been using. Very enjoyable, yes. Oh my goodness. Right, where was I? Converting heavy oil into petroleum coke as well as fuel, of which I'm pretty sure I'm going to have a surplus of heavy fuel at some point, which is bad because that means that's a surplus of waste products, so I got to fix that at some point. Not currently. I need to actually get things running first. Good job, you did it. Yeah, Vimbring City? I should, yeah. Hold on, I'll see if I can play that after this one. There it is. Yeah. There we go. Right. I need to get a truck system set up really quick so that I can get a bunch of iron ingots here. Let's see. How do I want to do this? Thinking probably kind of a setup around here. No good music. Wow, you got bad taste, Anthony. Alright, see you later then. Bye. Right, I think there's a creature in the way? What? Oh, hi. Oh, hi. Okay. Well, whatever. What is good music, then? Good music one. No, well, yeah, Anthony, what is good music? Seeing as that nothing satisfies you. Place it. What the? What is this that is playing right now? What the heck? No.
What's this one got to say?
What's this one got to say? Nothing. Music that's good, obviously. Well, that's subjective. You're gonna have to be more specific. Good grief. Having to check on a bazillion things. I mean, you can send. I can send some stuff to listen to if you're curious. I assume that's a bit rhetorical. Oh wow, my chat also broken on my screen. What the heck? Good grief. I mean, yeah, you can probably send like some links if you feel like it to some songs, so I can at least hear them, so I can get the vibe. The vibe the song's got. A lot of the time, whenever I pick music out at all, it's mostly just because of like the vibe of that music. So I can at least like get the vibe that you're going for. No guarantee if I'll actually do that though. There's Undertale music. Do you know what that means? I know what that means, and that's I'm not gonna do anything about it. I've already went on the Deltarune rant. I don't want to do another one. Okay. Transportation, truck station, position here. Okay, get you powered up. Hollow Knight soundtrack is good as well. That is true. I do actually have their soundtrack in here. I should really look into having some of that in the streaming playlist. Like the City of Tears. That one's nice. Right. I need to clear the way for my truck so that I can get to some iron nodes. Autonosis, Moonafowl Magica is favorite. I feel like I heard Autonosis from somewhere. I can't remember exactly. Hold on, do I have something? I feel like I heard Autonosis somewhere before, but I can't remember. I might just be remembering of something else. Anyways, great. Now I'm gonna have to leave a reminder for myself on... What the heck? My chat broke while chat was chatting. What? Why did it break right... Wow, this thing is completely useless. Thank you, YouTube Studio. High quality product. Paid by multi-billion-dollar corporations. Always up to date. Recently listened to Silotless Monolith. Found the album on Wikipedia. Wikipedia of all places. That's quite a place to find a song. Okay, where is the iron at? I think it's over in that direction though. Yep. Would I be able to go this way instead? Probably. That might be a bit easier. Okay, so I think the truck can go in here. It might not have enough leeway. Something more streamable would be KGLW. Only ones in royalty-free album. Huh. That's neat. Oh, no wonder my okay. I'm like utilizing my phone trying to like keep up with chat, seeing as that it's more reliable, but then it keeps like turning off every few moments. That's because it wasn't even running the stream, so it was like not updating. Good grief, streaming is difficult. Right, what was it? Truck station. Need one about here instead. Come on. You can listen to those if you want. Don't want to whatever. I mean, it's just suggestions. I keep forgetting to listen to Undo that just some stuff keeps recommending me to listen to. I just keep forgetting about it, so I hope I don't forget about those recommendations. I just gotta remind myself by setting a reminder. Okay. Good grief. Yeah, I've given up trying to even figure out if YouTube Studio wants to stay up to date or not. I wonder if it's because I'm like tabbed out of the studio thing so much that's like, we don't have to update the creator of anything. Well, that's kind of annoying. I also can't have the stream open correctly on a different tab because it like gets the chat way lower than it should. Good grief. Why is this gotta be like this? YouTube, you fix your broken system. Anyways, truck station with a truck. Whoa. And it should have fuel now, so I'm gonna go on an adventure to see that rock is gonna be a problem. That one rock right there is gonna be a problem. That's annoying. We got 7 watchers. Really cool. That is really cool. I haven't had this many since the Lethal Company stream. Also, I am stuck on a rock. Wow. Am I seriously gonna have to like... I'm gonna have to like make like little road bumps like this. Just so the truck can survive us measly pebble. Heck, I need more stuff. Whee! Hooey. What has more power? A space truck or a pebble? You'd be surprised. It's always the pebble. Do you have mods on? I do not have any mods on currently. Like, this is just pure vanilla Satisfactory. Storing away items. Okay, I need more stuff. I've thought about plane mods. It's by comedic effect, Pebble. I've thought about not making stuff. Doing modded Satisfactory at some point. Like, oh yeah, Satisfactory Plus. I've thought about it, but I felt like they added too much to the game that I didn't feel very interested in. Like, I mean, I feel like as the game right now is casual enough that, like, you could like, at the pace that I'm going, I could probably finish, or I want to say I want to finish this before 1.0 comes out, which I feel like I can if I, like, get rushed on it. Plus is awesome, but not so easy. Yeah, just because there's, like, a lot of everything. Just a lot of everything is a good way to put it. Like, I feel like I wouldn't even be in the mid-game yet had I be on Plus at all. I would just rather a nice relaxing, play the game, don't have to only worry about, like, the, let's see, the main things that the game wants you to worry about, like, now you gotta deal with waste resources or figuring out where you can get specific stuff. But once you get that step done, then it's fairly easy. Oh no, it's a pebble. It's another pebble. Will I get stuck? Nope. That's good. Okay, where is the iron? I think I actually see it over there. Never mind. Here it is. Tokyo Drift. Okay, transportation setup. I need mod frames. I don't have any of those. No. Truck, you're coming with me. Will these things be a problem? I hope not. I feel like they will be. Okay, no problems, probably. Hearing the terrain music so awesome. It actually fits pretty well, really. Yeah, we gotta get back to playing that at some point. I'm not sure when exactly, but be down to play some more at some point. Okay, hold on. I need to actually get power plugged in over there, and I forgot to do that. The whole reason why I even went back that way in the first place was for mod frames, and I guess that completely left my mind. Okay. Eh. Okay, now that I think about it, I'm probably not going to be able to get into the insanity that I want to get into this stream. I'm probably going to have to save that for a different one. Because what I'm going to be ending up needing is a lot of parts, a lot of moving stuff, of which I just do not have the time to do right now. Because I kind of wanted to actually try and only leave the stream up for about like 3 hours. It is approaching that 3-hour mark, and I could go on for another hour, but I kind of mentioned this kind of like near the start of the stream. I'm having weird back problems, so at some point I need to get out of my chair and actually do some work and rest some amount and not put pressure on my back. So, I'm gonna try and at least get stuff set up. Something you could stream is oxygen not included. I'm not too sure on it, really. But, let's see. So, I'm gonna try and at least get this truck system set up so that, all of the base resources are available to me whenever I stream next weekend, so that I can get this project done somewhat quick. I might even try to see if I can squeeze in, like, Sunday as a stream for some of this, maybe. I don't know, I need to start, like, ramping up working on this if I want to try and get Phase 4 done before 1.0 comes out. Okay. So, truck station. I have the mod frames this time. About there. Okay. Equipment. Porta miners, need 2 of them. Didn't do a flip. I can't do a flip in this game. Maybe if I had explosives with me, but I don't have them with me. Okay, iron node producing. Get maxed out. Okay. That's set up. Okay. Get fuel. Start recording. Oh no, these blocks are going to be annoying. Oh no. No, it'll be totally fine. Oh, no. No, I ran into a pebble. No. Train's going to run into it someday. No. The rocks are going to be the problem. Why rocks? Of all the things to actually be a problem, did not expect rocks. The almighty pebble. Yes. Alright, I think I have learned the errors of my ways, and I'm going to try and get it to work. All hail the pebble. No, don't worship it. We don't want it to gain any more power. Okay. Use it to fight the beam. You can use the pebble to fight the beam. Yeah, the immovable object. Is this not enough turn? Oh my gosh, it isn't. Okay, but I barely made it. Okay, when I get back, I'm gonna add more foundations to that. Now for the actual question. How do I want to get my iron ingots? Because I could potentially use refineries to try and get like as much iron ingots as possible. Which I mean I could do, but I don't think I want to do that though. Because that's like a lot to work off of. And I needed more turn space, but oh well. Oh no. No, please just close the loop. Close the loop. Cool. See, I need to edit some of this. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna delete this one. I think this will probably fix things. Maybe. Okay. Enable autopilot. Save. Iron Path 1. Save that. Autopilot's enabled. Off it goes. Maybe. Okay, well, while this is trying to figure out what it wants to do, iron ingots. A thought I had, in order to get as much iron ingots as possible... Iron Path sounds like a game. Welcome to Iron Path. Yeah. Let's see. So, idea I thought of to get as much iron ingots as possible without using too much, and I hit a pebble. Using the refinery blueprint, or the refinery recipe that requires water in order to get a pure iron ingot. I'm thinking on doing that. But I don't have the time to get into that this episode, or the stream, because again, I am nearing the 3-hour mark, and I want to actually like give myself break time. So I think I'm gonna get into that next stream, as well as making the full factory. Is this thing able to like close the gap? Do you function? Doth thou function? Work. Don't run into my equipment shack. Why would you do that? Okay, some of this is a little sketchy, frankly. A little too sketchy, maybe. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? No! Where is he going? Whoa! Well, that was unexpected. Okay. Rogue Trump... why did I say Rogue Trump jump steer? Okay. I think, okay, I can at least have that set up. It functions. It doesn't look good, but it functions. In order for it to function, I'm gonna need to make an entire road setup. But for now, it functions, and I have iron ore getting to this place. Eventually. If Bro would make the turn. Okay. Okay. I appear to be reaching a part of my life where I require food, such that the food that I require allows me to, you know, function in general. So, I'm thinking on doing. Did the truck go? The truck didn't even unload anything. Good grief. Oi, truck! You missed your stop. Okay, I'm gonna watch you very closely, and you better actually, like, do things. If you don't work, I'm just gonna fix it off stream, because I don't... I need to leave at some point to eat food. Sustenance, correct? You require sustenance. I require sustenance, yes. Right, so, while this truck is failing at trucking, and we shall watch it in a moment... Or not. Okay. Truck troubles. Yeah. I don't like using trucks too much because they're very unreliable, and I'd rather just trains. But also, I'd like to try and not use trains all the time for everything. So here I am. Very much. Alright. So I really want to see if it actually does anything. Okay, it made it this far. I think I might have accidentally deleted the wrong node at some point. Truck walked up to the truck loader stand and it said to the man running the stand. Continue. It said to the man trucking stand, "Hey Stan, hey trucker Stan, you got any nodes?" Off he goes. Beep beep. Oh wow, iron. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna fix that another time. I need to go get sustenance. So, I think that's just gonna be end of the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this. Tonight is gonna still be a Dread Delusion stream, and I'm going to actually try and like do as much as I can in that game so I can like get it done. So I'm actually gonna focus on trying to get it done as quick as possible so I can open up other games to play. But I'm gonna see what I can do there. That's gonna be about 5.5 hours from now, something like that. But yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Silence for coming in. I know you're working right now. Thank you for stopping by. Just some stuff. Anthony was there for a bit. Dan DeWood also. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed at least some amount, and you all have a good night. See you later, everyone.